What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B. Wow, it's a Drachenader B-26 kind of day. This knife is serious. This gives off some real Vietnam era blade shape vibes, and it is crazy cool. Comes in the box, Drachenader. I just dropped the polishing cloth, which it comes with a polishing cloth. It has a pocket clip, which is how I would carry it. But for those who don't like pocket clipping, and there are those people out there, they provide a hard case with ferro rod holder, so you have an option there. Check this thing out. I'm going to put the link, their Amazon link down below. Right now, they have this thing going for $39.99 with 14C28 and steel. That is a steel. That's actually dirt cheap. So we're looking at, let's get into all the beautiful specs. We have just about a 4-inch blade. It's 3.94 inches, so a 4-inch blade. The steel is fantastic. It's great against corrosion. It holds an edge. It's just, the 14C28N is an absolute fantastic knife steel, and these guys have not failed yet. They do a really good job on that. So your scales RG10, you do have steel liners, and I see some skeletonized liner going on in there, which is really, really nice. The texturing is really, really nice. This is a beautiful, beautiful blade. You have an infinity fuller with a button lock. It is, oh, golly, it is so nice. The fact that it gives me these Vietnam vibes right there, that blade shape, that is just fantastic. So it is an EDC knife. Let's see if there's anything I'm missing. I don't think so. It just shows brass ball bearings in the for bearings. It's brass bearings. And it does have the ability to spidey flick. You can use that, and this thumb don't work, so I have to use this thumb, which is not as qualified as this one used to be. But you can thumb flick it. You can boom boom flipper open, and you can push button open. So you have all kinds of way outside of your traditional pinch and pops and things like that. All kinds of way you can deploy this knife. But we don't want to know how many ways it opens. We want to know how many ways it cuts. And I can tell you right now, whoa, I almost dropped it all. It is freaking shave sharp. Every Drachenader knife that has come in has been incredibly sharp, and they hold their edge really, really good. But this thing's a beauty. Let's take it outside. All right, so first things first, getting it out in the beautiful Arizona sunshine. Ooh, to make sure it's in the sunshine. It's a really good looking knife. It's a really, really good looking knife. What I want to do is I want to start out with some drop tests, and let's see how this this angular tip is going to dive in. So what I'm going to do is 4 feet. I'm going to make sure I'm in the shot here. Wrong direction. I want to go for a 4-foot drop, gravity drop, just to see how well that thing's going to dig in there. And I have to drop it dead straight, otherwise it don't work. And that's having trouble. It does have a really nice weight to the rear, and it's pulling through, but you can see, and I can hold this board like this, and I'm not worried about damaging the tip. But just on a drop, you can see exactly where that line is. That was really nice and deep. So now we'll do a couple hard downward throws, and we'll test the knife. We'll see the lock, make sure it's nice and sturdy. We got to get the dog out of here. Come on, go, 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 go. Now let's try and oh yeah, that is super nice. Now impact on a folding knife isn't always good, but I don't know, I haven't had a problem with these guys yet. And what happens is with impact you can end up moving that lock bar and readjusting it to a place where it's not supposed to be. Let's try that again, nice and hard. Oh, I missed. All right, let's try that again. I keep hitting the, wow, that split the wood. That was really nice. I keep hitting that branch. It was destroying me. Make sure there's no wiggles and wobbles. Nope. Everything is good. Everything is tight. Make sure the lock is working. And you'll notice it's like buried in sand. And it's still just a flawless piece. That is super nice. Lock is nice and tight. You have a beautiful lanyard hole there. You got a great spacer here. The pocket clip is really good. Really sweet. All right, let's start with some nice, some twine, some thread cutting. And obviously it is going to be super easy. Really easy. And we're going to take it, we're going to twist it up, make ourselves a nice little rope, and we are going to cut again and see how it does. Just flawless. I had no doubt in my mind. So now what I want to do is wrap it up even more, make a nice big thick rope, and see if we can't get really nice and hard and do some kind of push cut here. And that was super easy. That's sharp. That's incredibly sharp. That's a nice knife. Let's get more material. I am always so impressed with these guys. All right, so if it's an EDC, it's obviously going to need to do things like wear in your pocket, but cut open packages, cardboard, things like that. And even though this stuff is dry and crumbly, it's all caca. You can see it is absolutely cutting with very little effort. It is just really nice. This is one hell of a blade. The handle is so long that it just fits in a big grip. I am a XX hand, and this thing is no problem in my grip. I mean, that is just absolutely beautiful. All right, so let's see what we can get here. Oh, look at that. So if this is your bring along folder for camp, you're gonna bring it with your camp knife, it's going to absolutely feather like a champ. So when it comes to fire starting, you will be a-okay. You can do multiple ways. You could do pushes, you could do knife pulls, and we can do interior pulls and see if we can't get some sweet curls here. Oh, that's a beautiful swoop right there. There we go. There we go. So yeah, you're gonna absolutely have no problem. Look at that curl. Getting fires going, things like that. It's just a really comfortable knife in the hand. Gives you enough real estate to where you can absolutely do a side grip as well, so you can go really fine. Oh, they're blowing away. They're so fine. You can go really fine on the curls and really control those cuts. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see, we got some of this plastic binding, and especially for an EDC, get packages in, you're going to need stuff like that. Or if you work in a warehouse, things like that. These things need to be cut constantly, daily, all the time. And this knife is going to do it absolutely no problem. No problem. That's a lot of that. That's all plastic, boys and girls. That's plastic. I dropped that cardboard down there and a dog is just chewing on it Where is that plastic hose? Speaking of plastic, hold on. I couldn't find that chunk of plastic hose I had, but I have this one too, which you can hear. This is a regular hose that's been out in the Arizona sun. It is lined and what is that, fiberglass in there? And we are going to just cut this. Let's see. That is so nice. This stuff is hard as a rock, and it is cutting straight through. I wonder if I can actually peel. Oh my goodness, it can. Wow, this stuff is really freaking stiff. Now I was having a problem cutting because I couldn't spin it, but now I'll be able to spin. You'll see this material is no joke. It's actually awful. What happens to the hoses from the sun out here is if you don't get the right kind of hose, you get what starts out as a rubber hose. It becomes really hard. But because this thing is insulated, it's got all that extra stuff in there, and this knife is just having zero problems with it. That is so nice. Make sure there's no black widows in there. When I reach my hand in, see, so we got the leather with the rubber. And if you are out and using this, oh my gosh, as a bring along camp knife, and you might need to skin to stay alive, I'll tell you what, that was super simple. I can't believe the price on these things. Look at this. Let's do a rip. And straight through. I caught it at an angle, but obviously it went straight through. Very, very nice. That's through the leather, through the rubber. And that's a real basketball. I use the good stuff. This is just nice. This is nice. So if you're looking for a really good cutter, you don't have to look that far, because I'm proving it. This thing is just awesome. And that's the thing, is I could do a tabletop and I could hold it like this and I could show you all day, and I could open it and close it 55 times and hold it different directions and show you all kinds of close-ups and magic. But you don't know until I come out here and actually test it. This thing tests exactly as it is. It's just great. It's a really, really great little knife. It's not even a little knife. This is a nice size knife. But I would trust my life with this any day of the week. You do have a 90 spine, so you can strike ferro rods with it. I'll tell you, this is, for the price, with this styling, that can't be beat. You can't beat that. You can't beat that with a stick. You can try, but it's gonna cut it open. It's just too good. So there you go. Another absolute freaking win from Drachenader. Follow the link below. Remember, I don't get paid from these guys. They send me a knife and they say, let us know what you think. I could tell you what I think, but I'd rather show you what it's made of. And this thing shows itself off. It's just awesome. Sweet little blade. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.